no technical knowledge, starting a YouTube channel, having a full-time job, having a family, and trying to post every day, it'll ruin you. Here's my story so far. So I had the bright idea to do a 30-day challenge, which I did. And you can see previous videos for that, which was posting every day for 30 days. And my last video actually gave you the results of that, which I was quite happy with those results. So you should check that one out. Then my plan for the second 30 days was actually to step back a little bit and maybe not post as much, because it was really hard to do that. But what I've found is I'm now 42 days in and I've been posting every day still. I've had some good learnings, some good results, and all those things will come in a later video when I do my 60-day update. But what I have found is it's near ruined me. Like the burnout side has started to come through for me through all this. Like, I didn't have any technical knowledge, real technical knowledge. Like, I know how to use a camera on a phone. That was it. So I had to learn how to connect up microphones. I had to learn how to set up the channel, and then it's not only creating the content daily, which in my niche takes a lot of time and a lot of research to do. While I'm trying to research my niche, come up with the content and present that content in what I think is a valuable way for the viewer, I'm also trying to watch content and learn myself other things I can be doing, how I can be improving the channel. How do I improve thumbnails? How do I improve titles? How do I improve the hook? Storytelling, tags, just setting up all those things in your YouTube channel. Branding, like all that sort of stuff. I'm trying to learn all of that. I'm trying to do my full-time job. I'm trying to spend time with my family. I'm trying to set up the channel. I'm trying to post every day. All of it has just been such a snowball effect on me. Am I still enjoying it? Yes, I am. Like, I am enjoying it, and I've really enjoyed the process. And I feel if I hadn't have done it, I would not be where I am in my journey and the amount I've learnt in that time, which has been phenomenal. But I'm posting a video today on the other channel, obviously, which will be 42 days in a row. And I feel it's time that I have to step back a little bit now, because, and the reason I have to step back is it's not from not posting all that. It's not posting every day, because I now need to take stock, step back, take stock and go, right, really dig in and understand what I've learned during this time, where my gaps are. And I've been trying to do that along the way while doing 1,000,001 other things. And I feel that, one, it affects the content I produce. Two, I'm probably at the point now where my learning is plateauing out, and to really take that next step and learn more, I need to put more time into my own development as a YouTube content creator and spend more time on the thumbnails, spend more time learning a bit more about sound and cameras, spend more time on the titles, not just one after the other, because I'm churning out better thumbnails. I have no doubt my thumbnails are getting better, but I really need to take time to learn more about using Canva, which I use to produce my thumbnails. And at the moment, I'm just trying to churn them out and learning a little bit here and there, which is great. But I want to make a bit of a bigger step in, I guess, the thumbnails and the titles was really my go, and the hook a bit. Like, they were my areas I wanted to focus on a bit more this month. Last month, it was posting every day, getting up to speed, learning a jack of all trades, master of none sort of mentality. And I did that. But I've sort of carried that into this month, which wasn't the intention. And I think I've just fallen into it because it's what I was doing before. And I'm just thinking, keep producing. But I want to produce good quality. I've had a couple of things work well that I'd like to explore a little bit more down that avenue and that form of content. And I've tried to produce some of that, but I feel I'm probably not doing it justice. And that will take a bit more time. So I'm definitely going to be cutting back on what I produce. So instead of 7 a week, it'll be 4 to 5, and I'll see how that goes. I'm already looking at, I already have, and I did a video on the other channel in regard to this about having a day off. And that was more in relation to the niche of the other channel and just stepping away from charts and everything, right? So I now want to do that with YouTube, my channel, not necessarily watching YouTube, because I watch travel videos and things like that as well on the weekend, which is a way I relax a little bit. But I want to step back from just being focused on the YouTube channel and just go. I need a relaxed day, which for me is going to be Sunday. So that's where I'm going to take a break from my YouTube channel, as well as the niche that I'm in, which I've already said in a video I put on that site. And I think that one day is going to help me just rejuvenate a little bit and a little bit of downtime, and probably just when you're not in the middle of it all the time. So you take more of a helicopter view, right? There's a saying in probably a lot of places, but I hear it in the corporate world a lot, which is working on the business, not in the business. Now I spent 42 days working in the business, so in the nuts and bolts and all that sort of stuff. I really feel I need to step back a little bit now and work on the business. So what's working, what's not working, what's going well, where should I spend more time? Not just continually about churning out stuff, it's about the quality of that stuff, developing myself, developing the channel, developing the content, those sorts of things. So I feel that's an area I want to step back and work a little bit more on for myself and the channel. So, and there'll be a wrap up of a lot of this stuff when I do my 60-day video in a few weeks' time, which will be like the results have improved. All the results have improved over this time. So it's not that I'm not getting results so much. It's that I'm feeling drained. I'm feeling burnt out. I'm feeling a bit of a lack of sleep because trying to fit it all in. I'm worried about it impacting other parts of my life that I don't want it to impact as well. So for me, and I think for the good of my mental health and for the good of the channel and the quality of what I'm going to produce on that channel, I want to take it slower, which was always the intention of this 60 days. Somehow I just continued to do what I was doing. And originally I was only going to look at doing 2 posts a week, but I definitely want to do more than 2 posts a week, but seven's not where I'm at if I want to learn other skills. At my age, I don't have the technical skills. I need to learn them, and I'd like to dig into some of them a little bit more and learn them in a little bit more in depth as well, you know. It's really that working more on the business, right? As I say, like work smarter, not harder. I've been working hard. I've been working really hard. Have I been working as smart as I can? Probably not. So that's where I'm really looking at improving. And I'll focus on that for the rest of this and you know, let you know as we travel along how we go, or at least in the 60 day results catch up that I do. I'll go through that and sort of what happened from this point to that point. In changes I made, did I see any of it in results? And sometimes there's a delay in the results anyway, as we all know with YouTube, right? So I'm not expecting immediate changes, but even if it doesn't change anything from a results channel perspective, but it changes me feeling so exhausted and drained and just mentally sort of not there, from a burnout perspective, not mentally not there, but a burnout perspective, then it would have worked. So that's what I'm going to look at doing. That's sort of where I'm at. It really has taken a lot out of me doing this. And if you go back to the start of my journey, you'll see the whole way, like the other videos, which was the initial why I'm doing it, and that the 3-week sort of touch on the 30-day results review, and then now where I'm at now. I guess, do I regret any of it? No, I don't. Am I enjoying it still? I am still enjoying it, even though I'm feeling a bit burnt out. I tend to run at that level anyway. Like I work in a high stress environment, so that's sort of what I'm used to, and that does get the best out of me to a degree, but I also know when to step back in the work environment, and I'm feeling that here with this. So I'm stepping back, probably not really from the time, but the time or how I'm spending that time on it is not going to be as stressful, and I've got to get this out, and I've got to get, it'll be, a couple of days of just researching and learning and improving my skills, and that I think I'll really enjoy, and I'll find that relaxing. Whereas some of the churn out every day, I worry I'm producing content sometimes for the sake of producing it, not necessarily that I'm adding the value I want to add to my subscriber or viewer. I hope that makes sense, what I'm trying to say. Like, I think the content is still relevant and good. Could it be better? Yes. Do I need to be posting every day to be getting the message across to my subscriber or viewer? I don't think I do. And the whole purpose of my other channel was to help people and to help them the best way I can and make it valuable. So I want to work more on that value proposition, I guess, than the churning of the content. The value proposition, not the volume proposition, if that makes sense. So anyway, that's where I'm at. It's definitely given me a bit of burnout. I'm still really positive, still really enjoying it. The results are showing that I'm penetrating into the niche. I'm getting I'm getting more subscribers in this 60-day part of the journey than I was in the 30-day part. I'm getting more views. I'm getting all those things seem to be working. Changes to thumbnails and titles and how I'm using different things is definitely working and helping. So that's all been really positive, all been really, really good. I'm just starting to feel a bit of that burnout. So I need to manage my time better, focus it on delivering quality content for my viewer and subscriber, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'll see how the next week to 2 weeks goes, stepping back from that, and then I'll establish whether I've found the right balance or whether I need to step back more and maybe do 3 pieces of content. I think 2 is not going to be enough for me because I enjoy doing it, but maybe 3. But I'm going to start with 5 for the next couple of weeks, have those 2 days to really just work on improving myself and my skills and see how that goes. But look, anyway, hopefully you guys are getting some value, enjoying this journey. You take something out of it for your own journey, whether it's starting it or you're on it, and you can get some tips from me, or maybe you're feeling the same and maybe some of what I'm saying resonates with you and it helps you maybe look at how you're doing things. But anyway, if you are, hit that like button, smash the subscribe, click the bell notification so you're notified whenever I give my updates on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.